Trump is the first president who let Americans know how to fight back against China power. And Biden is doing a great job for Americans for breaking up China power. But Biden is doing better than Trump in detail counterattacking China. Trump's doing is usually gorgeous and cool at the beginning, but becomes weak in detail as time goes on, while Biden becomes stronger and stronger as time goes by. Trump and Biden both are great fighters and even enjoying fight when look back their history. In fact, Biden's becoming president was actually that he had fished in troubled water. Hillary Clinton had a week of charisma, and Trump's being and doing were too ugly to the voters to get. In fact, Biden has little knowledge of political and ideological concepts, but he knows well how to fight and crush his opponent, which makes him such a successful politician. So, he's being a great fighter. Americans really need him again in the next election to collapse and dismantle China's centralized power without regard his being too old or having senile dementia, because not only formal, but he easily becomes a strong and great fighter once he starts to fight. One of the reasons why he could be a president of the United States is that he used to work well as a part of all for his Democratic Party, just as if perfect parts form a complete whole, while Republicans seek patriarchal centralized system. Therefore, in addition to Biden, you must keep an eye on Biden's step. China started to collapse from inside after beleaguered by American power. So, China already began to divide for dissolution, and the United States must tighten even stronger for perfect dissolution. Still more, not only stubborn, but Xi Jinping is nicely done for the United States to break. Otherwise, the United States easily becomes dominated by Chinese power, because Chinese are much stronger than Americans in the manufacturing. Americans are already second-class people in the manufacturing section, while Chinese are the first-class one. This is why American government strongly tightened China, as many intelligent Americans know now. Since first time, the United States is led by only a few particular strong people. And this kind of strong U.S.A. in recent days is started from Bill Clinton's era, which is by software geniuses. The U.S.A. is a paradise for particular geniuses among all geniuses in the world, which brings the particular geniuses from the world, and they make the United States so strong. American individual existentialism and American capitalism provide them with the opportunity to realize themselves in the winner-takes-it-all market, which is the United States. Still more, The coming era is that of software, which makes the United States even stronger in the future. Moreover, East Asians will help American software geniuses on the foundry side. In a sense, foundry work is an extension of manufacturing, and Americans cannot outperform East Asians in the foundry section as they could not do in the manufacturing. American individualism makes Americans second-class race in the manufacturing. Still more, Western races have higher level of mental culture than Americans and the other races in the world. The higher mental culture and the family community one give the East Asians superior manual dexterity in the fine detail process. For example, Italians have a stronger family community culture than the others in Europe, but their individual existentialism makes them weak in the large scale of manufacturing. And Mexicans form strongest familial community in Latin America, which makes them work better than the others as they prove in the United States. But their low mental culture makes their country so disordered. But on the other hand, Mexicans work as well as Koreans once they work with Koreans. Another characteristic of strong familial community is that their food is more delicious than the other races. French cuisine and Japanese one are sublimated into art for their self-achievement, which are more than necessary is that too much is as bad as little. This is one of the reasons why Sony was overtaken by Samsung. Italian cuisine and Korean one are better than theirs in terms of practicalities. On the other hand, Chinese communist rule is working well until middle, but after that, it cannot but face self-contradiction. China's self-contradiction will paralyze and weaken China's economy and will step on the level of disintegration caused by China's division. Lastly, Trump's beginning is as big and splendid as his business scale, but as time goes on, he falls into self-contradiction, and his stupidity is revealed, while Biden becomes stronger as time goes on by making up for his weekend. Thank you, and see you next time.